What's up, everybody? Welcome to Brothers in Bourbon, the internet's first show dedicated to showing you where to get some good bourbon, where to drink some good bourbon, and how to take your drinking game up a level at home. We're here to make the mistakes so you don't have to. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Leave us a comment below for any other bourbons we should check out. Gonna pass this one off to Patrick here.
Today we're staying home. We are going to try a bourbon that's made right off the street from Chicago in lovely Evanston, Illinois. A lot of you all may or may not know that for a long time the Midwest, particularly Evanston, was a totally dry area. That prohibition effort was started by the women leaders of temperance. One of which, their leader of that group was Frances Willard. So our naughty little people at the FEW Distillery named their bourbon right after her. How cool is that?
I love that pettiness. Ooh, that petty is hot.
Yeah, it was good. Fun fact though about why we love this distillery so much is that, again, it's done right up the road from us, not far. All their grains are brought in from at least no more than 100 miles. So we're getting it fresh. It's not hard to get, it's not that expensive, and you're gonna love it. Let's try it out.
Cool.
Do the honors, Chris?
Yes, I will.
You guys may notice that Chris is going dry. He's going with no ice.
Keeping it neat.
Yeah,
Keeping it neat.
We, as you recall from one of our last episodes at Printer's Row Wine Shop, they said to always taste it neat. I will take that advice and internalize it.
I usually always have it neat, so it's great. It's like, wait. I was, what?
I personally am a convert. I used to mix my whiskey with everything. Now, I just let the ice bring it to life a little bit and go from there.
Cheers.
To the
Cheers.
bros. All right.
So what are you smelling here?
It's very strong. That's what I love about FEW.
Yes.
If you want something that smells like gas and it tastes amazing,
Well,
it has some hints in it.
the toffee came right up off. That toffee and the citrus flavor, which gives it a little bit of, you're right, it is strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to be played with. It is strong,
Yeah.
but it's good.
What proof are we looking at on this guy?
Oh, actually, let me show one thing first.
Please.
So this is actually an interesting bottle. It is 46.5% alcohol by volume and 93% proof. This is actually a special edition of the FEW Bourbon Whiskey. It's actually finished in Italian wine cask.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you guys recall, this was my Instagram post for Brothers in Bourbon for the Valentine's Day. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about why the cask makes such a difference. Because again, if you use the flavor of the wood, how the cask was made, how the barrels that they're stored in, how that's made, has a lot to do with the flavor. Because they sit there for a couple of years, so they're going to pull out whatever flavors are in that wood, how it's cast. So again, if you got an Italian wine, cask, that's why you're going to get a little bit of that sweetness from the wine. It's going to make it a lot more palatable, even if it's a little hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this actually tastes a little bit like, finish-wise, like the Burning Chair.
It does.
The Burning Chair was also finished in wine cask as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You'll remember the Burning Chair from the last one? It was great.
like I feel like I taste a little bit more of the oak on that side coming out of it. It's a lot like how I was tasting with the Journeyman.
Yeah.
So for some reason, it really tastes like a woody taste to me.
Okay. I get a little bit of a sweet. I think the ice, sorry you're missing this, Chris, really gives it a little bit of a flavor that you just see it sort of brings it to life a little bit, which you'll find sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But again, I think I'm getting a little bit of a sweet. I'm getting a little bit of that toffee, as I said before. But I'm getting that citrus, that nice little bit of a bite to it that makes it fun.
Yeah, I taste the fruit in there, but I can't tell if it's like citrus or...
I'm not catching any of that.
There. Really?
Yeah.
Or it could be the wine finish to it.
Yeah.
I was confused,
Good call.
like those two blend together for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Wine is nothing but old grapes, right? So,
You didn't mean that.
jokes.
You didn't mean that.
Well, actually, in another edition, there are actually some wines that are made out of other fruits, such
Right.
as oranges.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually orange wine, which is epic. Absolutely epic.
Which we will never cover on this show.
Nope. So, reading the back of the bottle, because sometimes it's not on wine and you don't get to see it in person. Born from our quintessential bourbon, a southern tradition infused with the spiciness of rye and a touch of malt. Raised in Tuscan wine casks, bringing the fruit and earthiness of Poggiamura Hillside. This collaboration between the new and old world will transport you to an entirely unique place, harmoniously and cascading. It's an awkward last line there.
Yes, harmonious and cascading.
Yes.
Nice.
Do we know like the other whiskeys they have? Because they have a
They have a
nice
gin.
variety.
They have a gin, for sure.
Definitely a gin and a rye.
And a rye.
I believe, are they doing a vodka or no?
I don't know if they're doing a vodka or not, but I do know they definitely do a gin, which I'm really interested in. And then they
For a
do have
different
for a different show. But they
Not us.
They do have a rye that's really good, and of course, the bourbon we love. And again, when it's not being from Kentucky like some people, but, we don't always have access to something we can claim as being homegrown. And for this to be right up the road, literally, it's maybe a half an hour, 30-minute drive from here. And they've got a great distillery that we're going to visit. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
And,
What's up, Few?
Yeah. So that it's right there, and then all the grains within 100 miles. So can you imagine the freshness? Everything's done in-home, in-house, within 100 miles, and it's done right there, and it's back on the shelf. For, the Midwest, that's kind of unheard of. So we really big fans.
Yeah, so honestly, when I was actually trying to step my game up originally, when I first got to Chicago,
Before you met me?
long before then, when I first started trying to step my game up in the bourbon game, Few was my introductory level to just, hey, they got this on the shelf. It's made right up here in Evanston. Let me try this guy out. So it's always been near and dear to my heart, and it's one of my staples. I normally keep a bottle in the house at all times. You guys can attest. Whenever you come over, I always have one.
That's all you would have.
Right.
That's all I would have. Is just
And
bottle.
backups, just in case. It's cold here in Chicago.
Right.
Exactly. So,
But, again, I want to talk about if you look at the color, that's incredible. There's a richness in there. There's almost a chocolate color in there that, again, for the price point is really a sweet spot. It's not that oh my God, I need to figure out why I'm not going to be able to pay the light bill kind of price point. It's a lovely little affordable price point. But to get the complexity that you're getting here, it's a great buy.
right. I love the color of it as well, especially like the red hues. It's like that's the flavor I was talking about earlier. I was tasting like the oak barrel, but I think it has a more of an earthy taste to it.
Yeah.
That was a great way to describe it there. It's like, hey, the earth tones, but the redness that's inside of this, it just seems to be a little bit redder to me compared to other bourbons that we normally sample.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. For me, it photographs well.
There, see?
Yep, it does. It's a nice bottle, nice shape and everything. Like when you see this in the store, like on your lineup, that bottle always sticks out to me.
It's a great marketing because, so many of the bottles look so much alike. You walk into, particularly if you're, no matter what store you're in, a lot of the bottles, what do I buy? Again, this is why you tune into the show because we'll help you with that. But if by chance you missed an episode, this will stick out.
Definitely. As you can see, some of our collection. I don't know. I might have cropped this out. So, all right. Well, thanks for tuning in to another episode, and we'll see you guys next time. All right.
Until then,
Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers.